Hello children, good morning everyone. How are you all? Okay, hope you are all fine at your home. In today's class, we are going to learn about noun. Okay, what is mean by noun? See, noun. A noun is the name of a person, place, animal or thing. Children, repeat the definition along with me. A noun is the name of a person, place, animal or thing. Okay. Noun is nothing but it's just a name of a person, place, animal or thing. Okay, understood? Next, see the example. Girl, Chennai, dog, tree. These are the example for noun. Okay. Once again repeat with me. Girl, Chennai, dog, tree. Okay, now we are going to see the types of nouns. Types of nouns. Common noun, proper noun, countable noun, uncountable noun. Okay, once again I will read. Common noun, proper noun, countable noun, uncountable noun. So, see here, we are going to learn about common noun first. Okay, read this common noun. Name given to a person, place, animal or thing. Name given to a person, place, animal or thing. Okay, common noun is nothing but is a general name given to a person, place, animal or thing. See the next point. It is not capitalized unless they come at the beginning of a sentence. Okay, usually common noun is not capitalized. We should not use the capital letter for common noun. Okay, unless they come at the beginning of a sentence. If the common noun come at the beginning of a sentence means we can use capital letter. Unless we should not use. Okay. See the example. Example for person. Man, woman. Man, woman. Next example for place. State, planet. State, planet. Example for animal. Cat, monkey. Cat, monkey. Example for thing. Laptop, car. Laptop, car. So, these are the example for common noun. Okay. Once again I read. Listen carefully. Common noun. Name given to a person, place, animal or thing. It is not capitalized unless they come at the beginning of a sentence. Person, man, woman. Place, state, planet. Animal, cat, monkey. Thing, laptop, car. Okay, do you all understood what is common noun? Shall we go for next? Okay. So, next one is proper noun. Special name given to a particular person, place or thing. Proper noun. Special name given to a particular person, place or thing. Proper noun is nothing but it's a special name given to a particular person, place or thing. Okay, understood? See, it always begins with a capital letter. It always begins with a capital letter. We should always begin proper noun in a capital letter. Okay. See the examples. Example for person. Vicky, Priya. Example for place. Puducherry, Germany. Example for thing. Oreo, Apsara, pencil. Here all the names are given specially. Okay, particularly they are given a name to person, place, thing. So these are all proper noun. Once again I read. Listen carefully. Proper noun. Special name given to a particular person, place or thing. It always begins with a capital letter. Person, Vicky, Priya. Place, Puducherry, Germany. Thing, Oreo, Apsara, pencil. Okay children, do you all understood what is common noun and what is proper noun? Okay, very good. Now we are going to recall from the first. Listen. Noun. A noun is the name of a person, place, animal or thing. Example, girl, Chennai, dog, tree. Types of nouns. First one is common noun. Second one is proper noun. Third one is countable noun. And the last is uncountable noun. Then common noun. Name given to a person, place, animal or thing. It is not capitalized unless they come at the beginning of a sentence. Person, man, woman. Place, state, planet. Animal, cat, monkey. Thing, laptop, car. Next, proper noun. Special name given to a particular person, place or thing. It always begins with a capital letter. Example, person, Vicky, Priya. Place, Puducherry, Germany. Thing, Oreo, Apsara, pencil. Okay children, now we are going to learn about countable noun and uncountable noun. We are going to learn countable noun and uncountable noun. See first, countable noun. Countable nouns are things we can count. They can be singular or plural. Children, do you all understood this definition? Read along with me. Countable nouns are things we can count. Countable noun is nothing but that we are able to count the things. Next, they can be singular or plural. Countable nouns are singular or plural. Example, chair, bag, bottle, table. No, we can able to count these things. So they are called countable noun. Okay. See the picture. 1, 2. 2 apples. I can able to count. Okay. So they are countable nouns. Next. 1, 2, 3. Here also same. I can able to count the things. Okay. 3 chocolates. Next. Only 1 bird. So these things are able to count. So they are called countable noun. Countable nouns are things we can count. They can be singular or plural. Do you all understood what is meant by countable noun? Okay, very good. See the next. We are going to learn about uncountable noun. Okay, uncountable noun. Uncountable nouns are things we cannot count. They do not have a plural form. We always use the singular form. Okay, once again I read. Uncountable noun are things we cannot count. They do not have a plural form. We always use the singular form. Okay. Uncountable nouns are nothing but cannot able to count the number of things. Okay. They do not have a plural form. Usually uncountable nouns do not have a plural form. We always use the singular form. We always use singular form for uncountable nouns. Okay. See the example. Water, sand, salt. Water, sand, salt. Okay. We can't able to count these things. Okay. So they are uncountable nouns. See here. Glass of milk. Bowl of rice. A cup of coffee. Glass of milk. Bowl of rice. A cup of coffee. These things are uncountable noun. Uncountable noun is nothing but things we cannot able to count. Okay. Do you understood what is uncountable noun? Okay, very good. Now we are going to recall from the first. Okay. Listen. Countable noun. Countable nouns are things we can count. They can be singular or plural. Example, chair, bag, bottle, table, note, apple, chocolates, ball. Next, uncountable noun. Uncountable nouns are things we cannot count. They do not have a plural form. We always use the singular form. Example, water, sand, salt, glass of milk, bowl of rice, a cup of coffee. Okay children, today we learn about nouns. Do you all understood all the types of nouns? First we saw common noun. Second we saw proper noun. Third, countable noun. Fourth one is uncountable noun. Very good. Okay children, so far we have seen noun and its types. So now we are going to do this exercise. Read this. Boy. Okay, it is common noun or proper noun? Yes, it is a common noun because they didn't mention the name of the boy. They mentioned generally boy. So boy is the common noun. See the next word. The boy. What noun it is? Yes, very good. It is a proper noun. See the third letter. Taj Mahal. It is, yes, proper noun. Fourth one is school. What noun is this? Yes, common noun because they didn't mention the school name. So school is a common noun. Look at the fifth one. What is this? Yes, April. April is a month. So this is a proper noun. Sixth one is tree. They didn't mention the name of the tree. So tree is a common noun. See the last one, Helen. Helen is the name of a person. Okay, so Helen is a proper noun. Next, we are going to do this whether it is a countable or uncountable. Look at the first one, oil. Can we able to count the oil? No. So this one is uncountable. See the second one, book. Shall we count the book? Yes. So book is a countable now. Third one is butter. Shall we count the butter? No. So butter is a uncountable now. See the fourth one, apple. Okay, we can able to count the apple one by one. So apple is a countable now. Next, fifth one, cup. Can we count the cup? Yes, we can able to count the cup. So cup is also countable now. See the sixth one. What is this? Yes, this is a water. Shall we able to count the water? No. So water is a uncountable noun. And then see the last one. What is this? Money. Okay. We can able to count the money. So money is a countable noun. Do you all understood what is noun and types of nouns? Okay, very good.
Children, now let us do an interesting activity of classifying the given chords as person, place, thing, and finally animal. Let us classify the given chords. Now look at the given chord. What it is, ma? It is a school. Now tell me, this chord will comes in which category? Yes, this will comes in place. So school is a place. Next, look at the next card. What it is? It is a watch. So it is a thing. It will comes in the category of thing. Look at the next card. What it is? Yes, it is a cat. So it comes in which category? Yes, it comes in animal category. Look at the next card, ma. Who is he? Who is she? Yes, she is a doctor. So she will comes in person category. Have you all understood, children? So person, place, thing, animal. So noun is a name of a person, place, thing or an animal. Now look at the another picture. What it is? It is a hat. So I am going to place this in the category of thing. So it is a thing. Next one. What it is, ma? It is a police station. So it is a place. So this chord will comes in the category of place. Next picture. What it is? It is a line. So it comes in the category of animal. Look at this picture. What it is? Yes, very good. It is a house. So it is a place. So you have to place this in the place category. Next one. Yes, cunning fox. So this comes in the category of animal. Now look at the given image, ma. What it is? Yes, it is a pen. So it is a thing. So I am going to place this card in the thing category. What it is, ma? Yes, very good. Colorful kite. So I am going to place this in the thing also. It is a thing. Now tell me, who is she? She is a mother. So she is a person. So you have to place mother in the person category. Now look at the given image. What it is? It is an elephant. So it is an animal. So you have to place this in the category of animal. Next image. What it is, ma? He is a man. So he is a person. So you have to place this in the category of person. Next image. What it is? Yes, it is a cup. So it is a thing. So you have to place this in the thing category. Next image. What it is? It is a dog. So it is a animal. So have to place this in the animal category. Next image. What it is? It is a mug. So have to place this in the thing. And finally, what it is? Yes, monkey. So have to place this in the category of animal. So noun is the name of a person, place, thing or an animal. Person, for example, man. Man is a person. So noun is the name of a person. Place. Here house. House is the place. Thing. Mug. Here mug is the thing. So noun is the name of a person, place, thing or an animal. Here what animal it is? Yes, monkey. So noun is the name of a person, place, thing or an animal. Have you all understood, children? Children, let us do an interesting activity of classifying common and proper noun. Now look at the given image. Who is she? She is a doctor. Before that, tell me what is a common noun and what is a proper noun. Common noun is the general name of a person, place, thing or an animal. On the other side, proper noun is the specific name of a person, place, thing or an animal. Before that, children, remember all the animals and the things are common noun. When you give the specific name to this animal or thing, that is proper noun. Now look at the given image. She is a doctor. So here doctor is the common noun because doctor is the general name. So when I am giving a specific name to this doctor, Sheila. So here doctor is the common noun, Sheila is the proper noun because doctor is the common name or general name. Here I am giving a specific name to this doctor, Sheila. So here Sheila is the proper noun. Look at the next image, children. What it is? It is a pen. Here I am generally telling pen. So when I am giving or when I am telling the specific name of a pen, hero pen. So it is proper noun. Pen is the common noun. When I am telling the specific name of a pen, it is proper noun. So remember, all the things are common noun. When you give the specific name to the thing is called proper noun. So here pen is the common noun. Hero pen is the proper noun. Now look at the image. What it is? It is a cute cat. So here when I am giving a specific name to this cat is Kitty. So cat is the common noun. It is a general name of an animal, cat. When I am giving the specific name to this cat, Kitty, is called as proper noun. So common noun is cat, proper noun is Kitty. Now look at the next thing. What it is? It is a school image. So here school is the common noun. Here I am generally, commonly telling school. Now I am going to tell the specific name of the school, Alpha School. So school is the common noun. When I am telling the specific name of the school name, Alpha School is the proper noun. Proper or nothing, the specific name. Here common or nothing, the general or common name. So school is the place. Here I am telling commonly or generally school. When I am telling the specific name of the school is called proper noun. School is the common noun. Alpha School is the proper noun. Look at the next image, ma. Who is he? He is a man. So he is a person. When I am giving a specific name to this person, Prem. So man, I am generally telling man. When I am giving the specific name Prem, so it is proper noun. Man is the common noun because I am generally telling man. Here I am telling the specific name of the person is Prem. So man is the common noun, Prem is the proper noun. Next one, what it is, ma? Yes, it is a beautiful watch. When I am generally telling watch, here watch is the common noun. When I am telling the specific brand name Sonata watch, it is proper noun. Watch is the common noun. Here I am telling the specific name of the watch Sonata watch, it is a proper noun. Next one, ma. Who is she? She is a mother. Here I am generally telling the general name mother. Here I am telling the specific name of the mother Shalu. So Shalu is the proper noun. Here mother is the general name. General name of the person. So mother is the common noun. Here I am telling the specific name of the mother. So Shalu is the proper noun. Next one, ma. What it is? It is a cute dog. Here I am generally telling dog. When I am giving the specific name to this dog as Tommy, Tommy is the proper noun because the specific name of the dog is Tommy. Dog is the general name. Children, always remember you have to begin the proper noun with the capital letter, okay? So all the things and animals are common noun. When you give the specific name to this animal or dog is proper noun. And finally, what it is, ma? It is a hospital image. So hospital is the common noun. Here I am generally telling hospital. When I am giving the specific name of the hospital, Jipmer, it is a proper noun because here hospital is the common noun, general name of the place, hospital. When I am telling the specific name of the hospital, Jipmer, it is a proper noun. Children, always remember you have to begin with capital letter for proper noun. Look at the glass, ma. What it is? It is sand. Can we count the sand? No, we can't able to count the sand by one. So it is countable or uncountable? Yes, it is uncountable noun. Sand is uncountable noun because we can't able to count the sand. So it is uncountable noun. Uncountable nouns are nothing. We can't able to count the things. So it is uncountable noun. What it is, ma? It is balls. Can we count the balls? Yes. 1, 2, 3. So here I have how many balls? 3 balls. So we can count the ball. So it is countable or uncountable? Yes, it is countable. Countable nouns are easy to count. Here we can count the ball. So it is countable noun. What it is, ma? Yes, it is sugar. Can we count the sugar? No, we can't able to count the sugar. So it is uncountable noun. The things that we can't able to count is called uncountable noun. So here we can't able to count the sugar. So it is uncountable noun. Now what it is? It is gems. Can we count the gems? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Here I have how many gems? 11 gems. We can count the gems. So it is countable. Countable nouns are easy to count. We can count the gems easily. So it is countable noun. What it is, ma? It is salt. Can we count the salt? No, we can't able to count the salt one by one. So it is uncountable noun. The things that we can't able to count is called uncountable noun. Salt we can't able to count. So it is uncountable noun. Now tell me what it is. It is pens. Can we count the pens? 1, 2. Here I have 2 pens. So countable nouns are easy to count. Here we can count the pens easily. So it is countable or uncountable? Yes, very good. Countable noun. What it is, ma? It is water. So now tell me, we can count the water? No, we can't able to count the water. So it is countable or uncountable? It is uncountable because we can't able to count the water one by one. So it is uncountable now. Have you all understood, children, what is countable and uncountable now? Yes, very good.
Hello children, now we will move on to the reading practice. Here I have given a passage from the lesson The Little Bully. The name of the lesson is The Little Bully. Now we will move on to the passage. I will read this passage once, listen me carefully. Harry leapt to his feet, crying loudly. His lunch rolled into the pool, and when the crabs and lobsters saw it, they ran to it and began to feast eagerly. Harry saw that they had forgotten him for a time, and he turned and ran for his life, tears streaming down his cheeks. They only did to me what I keep doing to the other children, he thought. But how it hurt, and how I hated those crabs and lobsters. I suppose the other children hate me too. Well, I jolly well shan't pinch or prick anymore. I will repeat reading this passage again. You all listen me carefully. Harry leapt to his feet, crying loudly. His lunch rolled into the pool, and when the crabs and lobsters saw it, they ran to it and began to feast eagerly. Harry saw that they had forgotten him for a time, and he turned and ran for his life, tears streaming down his cheeks. They only did to me what I keep doing to the other children, he thought. But how it hurt, and how I hated those crabs and lobsters. I suppose the other children hate me too. Well, I jolly well shan't pinch or prick anymore. Before going to the explanation, we'll see the hard words first. Left, jump, feast, dinner, streaming, flow, hurt, injure, pinch, squeeze tightly between fingers. I'll repeat it once again. Listen me carefully. Listen the pronunciations of the words. Left, jump, feast, dinner, streaming, flow, hurt, injure, pinch, squeeze tightly between fingers. First one is left. Left means jump, jumping. Then feast. Feast is dinner, what we eat at night or a long meal. It means feast. Streaming, flow. Streaming means it is flowing from any place.
Hurt. Hurt means injure. Hurting someone by words or by our actions. Pinch. Pinch means squeeze tightly between fingers. Hurting someone by pinching. Squeeze tightly between fingers. With the help of two fingers, we will squeeze the flesh of any other persons. Now we will move on to the explanation. Hari leapt to his feet, crying loudly. Hari leapt to his feet, crying loudly. I already told leapt means jump. Hari jumped to his feet, crying loudly. Hari started crying loudly and he leapt on his feet. He lied on his feet and he was crying loudly. Why he is crying? We will see now. His lunch rolled into the pool, and when the crabs and lobsters saw it, they ran to it and began to feast eagerly. His lunch rolled into the pool. While Hari is trying, his lunch rolled into the pool. He is sitting near the sea. So, while Hari is trying, his lunch rolled inside the sea into the pool, and when the crabs and lobsters saw it, crabs and lobsters are also near the sea. When they saw it, they ran to it and began to feast eagerly. When crabs and lobsters saw the rolling lunch, they ran to it and began to feast eagerly. Feast means dinner. Here I have written feast means dinner. They began to eat it eagerly because for them that lunch is very big. For those crabs and lobsters, that is a big meal. So they began to feast eagerly. Hari saw that they had forgotten him for a time. What Hari saw at that time? He saw that and realized that they have forgotten him for a time. They have forgotten what Hari is doing. They have forgotten to know what Hari is doing. So they have forgotten him for a time, and he turned and ran for his life. He turned and ran for his life because crabs and lobsters were torturing Hari, so that he began to run for his life. Tears streaming down his cheeks. Tears also coming down from his cheeks. Streaming means flowing. Tears are also flowing from his cheeks because when others are hurting us or you are hurting anyone, tears will come from our eyes. So he ran away from that place, tears streaming down his face, his cheeks. They only did to me what I keep doing to the other children, he thought. What Hari thought, they did to me what I keep doing to the other children. What I am doing to other children, they did that only to me. He thought like that. But how it hurt, the action done by crabs and lobsters started hurting to him. So he thought how it hurt and how I hated those crabs and lobsters. Because of that hurting, Hari started to hate those crabs and lobsters. He is thinking that how I started hating those crabs and lobsters. I suppose the other children hate me too. When I am doing these things to other children, when I am hurting the other children, they are also hating me. He started realizing the truth. Well, I jolly well shan't pinch or prick anymore. When he is realizing the truth and thinking that hereafter I won't pinch or prick anymore. I won't. Shan't means shall plus noun is together formed as shan't. I shall not pinch or prick anymore. I won't pinch or prick others anymore. Pinch means squeezing tightly between fingers. Squeezing other flesh tightly between our two fingers is called pinch. He is telling that I should not pinch other children anymore. Like that he is telling. I will read this paragraph once again. Listen me carefully. Hari leapt to his feet. Here that is
comma, so we have to pass. Hari left his feet, trying loudly. Here there is a full stop, so we have to stop. Hari left his feet, crying loudly. His lunch rolled into the pool, and when the crabs and lobsters saw it, they ran to it and began to feast eagerly. Hari saw that they had forgotten him for a time, and he turned and ran for his life, tears streaming down his cheeks. Here there is a double quotes because he is thinking that's somewhat important sentence, so they are they have noted in the double quotes. They only did to me what I keep doing to the other children, he thought. But how it heard, here it is exclamation mark. So we have to read it like an exclamation. But how it heard and how I hated those crabs and lobsters. I suppose the other children hate me too. Well, I jolly well shan't pinch or prick anymore. At last we have to stop the passage. I think you have understand how to read this. Now we will move on to the syllabification of the difficult words. Hari leapt to his feet, crying loudly. His lunch rolled. Syllabification for roll is R-O-L-L-E-D. R-O-L-L-E-D. Rolled into the pool, and when the crabs and lobsters L-O-B-S-T-E-R-S, L-O-B-S-T-E-R-S, saw it, they ran to it and began to feast eagerly. E-A-G-E-R-L-Y. 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 Hari saw that they had forgotten. F-O-R-G-O-T-T-E-N. Forgotten. F-O-R-G-O-T-T-E-N. Forgotten him for a time. And he turned and ran for his life, tears streaming. S-T-R-E-A-M-I-N-G. S-T-R-E-A-M-I-N-G. R-E-A-M-I-N-G. Streaming down his cheeks. They only did to me what I keep doing to the other children, he thought. But how it hurt and how I hated. H-A-T-E-D. Hated. H-A-T-E-D. Hated those crabs and lobsters. I suppose. S-U-P-P-O-S-C. S-U-P-P-O-S-C. Suppose the other children hate me too. Well, I jolly well shan't pinch or prick anymore. These are the syllabification of the difficult words. You have to read this carefully. Our home assignment is you have complete the given worksheet. You will get a PDF with this video. So you have to complete that given worksheet. Read the passage in the lesson Little Bully, page number 138. This paragraph will be given in page number 138. You have to read this, record and send the video in the group. You have to read this passage, record it, and you have to send it in the group. Thank you.